supposed to do?
Yeah, we pull hand you back. It's there.
Thank you, Tanya. That was wonderful, but coming from you, you know. So I have good news and bad news. The good news is I'm the last speaker tonight. Here's the bad news. Sure, I get excited. What can I say? I'll try to alter it as I go. All right. I cannot thank you enough for having me stand here under these circumstances, because really, as you know, it means a lot to me. I'd like to start out by saying that I'm extremely humbled and grounded by being considered for this award. It has a lot of meaning to me. In the book, Eat, Pray, Love, there's a saying that says, from the center of my life, there comes a great fountain. And this award is my fountain because it comes from the center of my life's work. So I can think of no greater honor than being honored here by my peers from ENG. It is the best, yeah. I'd like to thank Pat Hayne, Mike, Kelly, Max, Liz, Hugh, Deborah, Tanya S., David, Diane, Samantha, Beth. I saw Dale here earlier. If I forgot anyone, see me after. But you know who you are. I'm trying to, think of our organization. They're the backbone that supports Angie. It's a phenomenal organization that has made a monumental impact on the continuing development of environmental education in our state. From curriculum to resources to teacher training, Angie has been in the forefront of the environmental movement, not only in New Jersey, but nationally. The number of current and future environmentalists that Angie has trained is too numerous to count. And what a wonderful way to make your mark on the world. This is the organization that has done this. But just as important as the work they do, I love the people that I've met. The first word in Angie is alliance. By definition, it means a union or association formed for mutual benefit. The state of being joined or associated and a kinship based on mutual interest. And I'd like to add a strong bond of individuals who stand together to create a synergistic energy towards a common cause, producing a greater effect than the sum of their parts. The word alliance. That's what the word alliance in Angie means. And I have no doubt it will continue to be influential and will be a permanent part of our state's environmental history. There's a common saying in environmentalism, there's no such thing as a free lunch. I just had a free dinner, so I'm going to that's like, they say put a joke in something. In 1982, a little bit of what Tanya said, so I just have to walk back a little bit, but I was in the first graduating class at William Patterson College that had a degree called environmental science. There were 7 of us in 1982. I didn't even know what it was. Our courses were topography, biochemistry, wildlife and forest management, and limnology. For one project for a environmental resource in West Milford, I spent the night in a hunter's tree stand waiting for deer to come out at dawn to count them. And I started saying to myself, what the hell am I doing? So that's how I started. And then I worked summers on a program called the Urban Fishing Program. And what we did with the Essex County Parks Department was we gave bamboo fishing poles to kids in Irvington, Weequahic Park, Newark, Verona, and we stocked the pond secretly that night with sunfish and catfish, and we gave them corn as bait, and we took them out fishing, and they were catching their first fish ever in their life, little kids who were from urban areas. So that was a really neat program. I was still not sure at that time where my career was heading, so I started my graduate work at William Patterson College, and I was ready to sort of go out to the world and teach everybody the wonderful things that I was learning at the time. So I got an internship at the Weiss Ecology Center on Snake Den Road, you really say that, in Ringwood. Let me talk about my boss, okay? My boss was focused and dedicated. She lived on the grounds, which was really cool. She quickly showed me, I'm just going to give the same thing back to you, because it's funny that we were doing that. She very quickly showed me how to work with kids to do stream studies, to write lessons, and even how to hike groups into the abandoned iron mines, giving talks about donkey carts, going to the forge, and during the Revolutionary War. My boss was Tanya Osnovich, and it was here that I crossed over from being a student to a teacher. And under her guidance, I learned the techniques that made kids say, wow, and now I get it. And Tanya, I thank you for that. It was also during that year that I was introduced to a small group of dedicated people who were beginning a movement, best word I could think of, that turned into the conference you saw today. This was in 1985. Here's a quote from the History of Angie booklet. It does exist. I'll tell you where it is, secret. In quotes, "It was a warm evening of April 1985. 20 environmental educators from around the state were in a basement room of the New Jersey Audubon Society in Bernardsville with their fearless leader, Pat Kane. And they wondered, what if we set up a system for networking formal education teachers with non-formal educators? What if we had a special annual environmental conference where we could gather and share ideas through workshops and panel discussions? And what if we connected environmentalists across the state? What do you think would happen?" And that was the acorn planted in the spring of 1985, and the tree that sprouted was the Alliance for New Jersey Environmental Education. Tanya and Pat were founding members and served many years as the director of the executive team. I was honored to be on the advisory board at that time. As part of their vision, they thought that bringing together unique outdoor professionals such as naturalists and environmental educators and nature center employees, together with classroom teachers, we could start to bring environmental education into the public schools across the state. This was the beginning. This really was where the beginning was. Not only did it work, but Angie was instrumental in developing the New Jersey Commission on Environmental Education in 1988, and has been involved ever since in training teachers, connecting as a network of state nature centers, and fulfilling their initial mission. This was their first mission statement, to create through education and awareness that human well-being is dependent upon a healthy environment. And for having that vision, Pat and Tanya, I also thank you guys. So armed with my experience of iron mine tours and bamboo fishing, I entered the public school system. It was that funny. And it worked. I started teaching in Hawthorne for 3 years. My students did stream studies at Gothel Brook Park. We did air pollution studies using NJIT equipment. And my students even spoke at the United Nations for one of the student environmental conferences. I went on to Parsippany to teach the next 29 years in environmental education, biology, and chemistry. I'm proud to say I've had several students that have gone into the field of environmental education at many different levels. After a wonderful career as a classroom teacher, I took my retirement this past June after 32 years of teaching. And I know I'm out of the classroom, but environmental education remains in my heart. I love to teach people, kids, and adults why the grass is green, the names of different types of clouds, how fish control how they go up and down, and how a rainbow is made. When I started teaching, my daughter was 3 years old, and she's here tonight. Wait, that's my daughter. And now my granddaughter Ava is here, who is 6. She's the little head there. And they're the reasons my work is important to me. We need to keep the planet healthy. And the only way to do that is to keep on teaching until so many people get it that we don't have to worry anymore. I want to thank all my Angie friends that are here tonight, my daughter, my son-in-law Tavani, and my granddaughter Ava for coming. My family and friends that have supported me all these years. And I thank you all for dedicating your lives. This is really to everyone in the room. I thank you all for dedicating your lives to this amazing field. I truly believe the world is a better place because of you. The earth thanks you.